Hello friends, today we will be talking about a very interesting concept called as creativity. Now we all know about it, but to how much degree do we use our own creative thinking or creative style, we need to know that, isn't it? So in this topic, we will be basically focusing on the definition of creativity, okay? What are the stages in creative process, okay? What are the factors that lead to creative thinking, okay, and what they have found any connection between creativity and intelligence or not, okay, and at the last we will be focusing on the types of creative thinking and personality traits of creative thinkers, okay. So let us begin the topic with the understanding of the concept, okay. So it is anything that is created under the sun new for the first time, it has not been done by other people before, you are doing it, okay, using the same resources that is available on the earth, okay, you are doing something new, okay, you are putting and framing and reframing the things in such a way that it is giving a new definition. So the definition of creativity, that is creating anything new under the sun, okay, like you know the paper clip, okay, it was a plain wire, right, and the person bent it in such a way that it became a worldwide usage, okay, it has been, now it is in great amount of production, many people use it, such a simple thing, and it helps us to keep track of so many loose papers, okay. So that is also creation, okay. So creativity need not be very big and huge, isn't it? So any other examples that you can find out?
Modern art.
Yeah, of course, art is very much a part of creativity, isn't it? Then sculpting, yeah, very much. Here, have you got the basic idea of what creativity is? Anything that you create under the sun that is new, that is novel, that is innovative, you are doing it for the first time, nobody else has done it, okay. You have so many resources available around you, you mix and match them in such a manner, okay, that it makes something new, okay. That is called as creativity, okay. Now, here what happens is that we have another very similar concept to creativity, that is called as creative thinking, isn't it? So you may say, ma'am, what is the difference between creativity and creative thinking, isn't it? They have difference, okay. Creativity is a bigger, broader concept, okay. So here what happens is that creativity encompasses creative thinking. Creative thinking is a process and creativity is a ability, okay. Now let me tell you, all of us have this ability of creativity, but we use it in varying degrees. Many people just ignore their creative ability, many people only use their creative ability, or many people just in minor cases and all, okay, like decoration or just at a minor average level, okay. So all of us have this ability, but we use it in varying degrees. As intelligence, all of us have intelligence, but we use it or we have it or we practice it in varying degrees, okay. So what happens is that creativity encompasses various other things. Creativity does not happen by itself, it needs some other factors. What are those important factors? Perception, okay, emotions, motivations and creative thinking. So creativity is a whole broader term encompassing your perception. What is perception? Understanding of the world around you, right? Emotions, how you feel about the things around you, okay. If you are not interested in science, you won't go and create or invent something over there, but if you are interested in arts, you will go and create something over there, right. So based on your emotions, liking, disliking, okay, the happiness or the sadness you associate with the things around you, right. Then you have motivation, obviously the amount of motivation you have to invent something new. Many scientists, if you go through the history, have spent their whole savings, their whole life earned money to create something new, okay, and that creation has been flop. But they had the motivation. What did they have? The motivation to do something new, to do something different. And creative thinking, the process that you go through to create something new. Now what happens is that there is a very typical phenomena that we see among creative people. Okay, what happens is that when they start in the beginning, okay, they start with lot of information, lot of big ideas and new things, okay, and then suddenly what happens, nothing works out for them, okay. When many of the scientists and creators and artists and painters, they have been asked about, okay, how do they come up with all these inventions, they mostly account to this typicality of their thinking pattern. Okay. So, here what happens is that they start with lot of enthusiasm, lot of motivation, lot of information, and suddenly, you know, it's like out of doing so much of effort, okay, they just stop in the middle, they just can't think more. Okay, they just stagnate. Or you have this popular concept called as writer's block, right. So, writers are also creative thinkers, they are writing new stories, okay, amazing stories they write. Okay. So, here what happens is that the writers, when they have writer's block, okay, they just can't think beyond, they are like just stagnating over there, they just stop over there, they can't write anything more, isn't it. So, here what happens, they just give up, okay, their conscious effort, their mind just stops working. Okay. And what happens, they just give up on the idea, they think, okay, that cannot be done anymore. Okay. But suddenly what happens, they get this aha feeling, the lighting of the bulb that you see in cartoons, specifically in cartoons or in comedy movies or stuff, when they get an idea, okay, or you see in the idea advertisements also. Okay, the way, or when we get a new idea, we say, ah, such an idea, isn't it. So, what happens, suddenly a new thing